Action is the way to failure and to the win as well. That's how you're gonna grow.
Could you have imagined yourself doing anything else other than photography?
I had this thought on my mind for such a long time, like I think till the moment when I was in LA. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm still good enough. Who would make a lot of money being a photographer? That was my thought. I was so into like expressing myself. I was so drained working on just regular jobs that I was looking my path, like what should I do next? And I was thinking, okay, yeah, why not? Like I can do that, right? I remember my first feeling after shooting for like such a long break. Even though when I was going through hard stuff last year, the moment when I saw these people, we just talked a little and I was like, I forgot everything. And after the session, I felt so great. I actually loved shooting with couples because I didn't think that I would like it. It's like my therapy, honestly, because when I see, especially when you're going through a breakup or something and you see people who are in love, it just reminds me how beautiful it is when you're finding the right person. And I'm telling my clients, you're so lucky to find each other. You need to start romanticizing small things in your life. And after that, you will not be focused on the bad things anymore. It's just an amazing feeling. And I realized I was just losing so much time for nothing. I don't know why. And I was just like, okay, I need to start doing something right now.
Welcome back to another episode, guys. Hello, hi. How do I say that in Philippines?
I can say it in Russian.
Yes, say.
Привет, привет всем.
Oh, okay. What's that word in Philippines? I don't know my language. I'm gonna say hi. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode with the one and only
Annika Do. Hi.
Say her last name. It's Dobranina.
Okay, it's Annika Dobranina, but
Ooh.
just find me just with Annika Do. It's my name. Yeah.
Annie. What's that song from Michael Jackson? Annie, are you okay, Annie? Are you okay, Annie?
It's not exactly Annie, but yeah, it's fine. I love it.
Hey, I heard. That's what I heard. Okay, don't make my hearing loss invalid.
I find it pretty difficult for people with Annika Do. It sounds really unusual, I think, right?
Wait, your name?
Yeah.
It's dope.
Okay, yeah.
It is so cool. Okay. Wait, I think I don't know if I told you my first and middle. No, my whole first name.
No.
Kino is not actually my real name.
Okay,
it's a nickname.
Okay. So it's not your real name. Say to us.
Kino is. I prefer that way more than my real name. It's Kenneth Paul.
Kenneth Paul?
No, shut up.
Wait, what was it?
That's it. Kenneth Paul.
It's full.
Yeah, it's
one.
Kenneth Paul is my first name.
Wow.
I don't like it.
Why? It sounds like from some fairy tale.
I love Kino.
Kino is good. I like Kino.
Kino,
you know what Kino means in Russian?
Film.
Yes.
It's actually Keno, but my parents have always called me that since I was little, and I would like to think that maybe it's destiny that I'm named Keno and I'm doing this. All right,
It's your destiny.
Huh? I don't want to sound narcissistic, guys. I'm just trying to be humble here. I'm sorry. Wow. In this episode, guys, today we're going to be talking about Annika Dobranina and her story as a photographer. As always, you guys are gonna learn a lot of valuable lessons, and I hope you get inspired. So we're gonna go into those shows where it's like a flashback.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Annika, we're gonna recreate our conversation, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Tell me, on the darkest night of your life, what was your origin story like? Take us there.
Oh my gosh, my photography story.
Yes.
Okay. So it all started 15 years ago. And it's not even a joke because I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
And that's how I remember it. Maybe I was 10. Honestly, it's really hard to tell right now. But around 10 to 12 years old, I think I got interested in really some photography and just art in general.
Yeah.
Photography art and movies. And I just was taking pictures of of everything and everyone.
Okay.
And I don't know, I was just bringing my camera, not my camera, it was my parents' camera to the school. And I was taking pictures of my friends and videos. I still have those. And
Yeah.
it's so ridiculous to watch these because we were small and we were just running in the school. And I was doing photo shoots like right next to like, I don't know, window. And it was so funny and cringy. And I love it, honestly. It all started then.
What camera was it?
It was like Canon digital camera, like really a small one. I don't even remember the model, but
Is it like it's a film where you have to take out the film, or is it still analog but still tech?
yeah, it's tech. It's like small digital camera. So I think it was 2007 probably. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, so you were running around with your friends. Isn't that that's how our story started.
I was doing photo shoots for free.
No!
Yeah, I know.
Remember, people never do anything for free. Like, when you're starting out, just have fun.
Yeah, just fun.
What was one part of that story of discovering that photos, the love of photography? No, we did not talk about this, guys. It's not like we talked about it a while ago. Yeah, go on.
So after that, so just along the journey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like when the story that you told me about how you were your mom.
Oh
with
yeah,
the album.
of course, yeah.
Yes.
So maybe it started even before. Like I was 12 years old because when I was little, I loved watching and just looking at the photos when I was really small, like baby, just like really small, and pictures of my sister, my family pictures, like old pictures of my grandma, and it was all together really well organized in one photo album with small notes. My mom was just like really well organized with this thing. I wish I could be like that. I have 90,000 pictures on my phone. And it's driving me crazy, and I cannot just sit and delete it all, but they were just keeping it so well organized, so beautiful, so clean, and I was just enjoying to look through them, and videotapes and everything was just so fascinating. I just loved it, and I think it was just so amazing for me, young myself, to even the thought of that you can capture some moment and some like person, just take a picture and then you can print it out and have this picture for like forever. And this thought actually, I don't know, just fascinated, and I was just so excited by that. I think I just fell in love with photography.
Was there a particular photo where you can vividly remember that your mom took of you?
Oh my gosh, there's so many pictures.
I know you said 10,000 photos, but
I think so, and I can even show it to you later.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a lot of pictures.
Okay.
And it was a picture of me and my dad. I actually just posted it like a couple days ago for Father's Day. And
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Anna's dad, if you're watching this, Happy Father's Day to you.
Yes, I love you. Yes, it was me and him sitting in the kitchen, and I was eating his mac and cheese with my hands, and he was just like sitting and eating, and I was just like, I want it too, you know. I was just 2 years old, and I was just so cute. I looked like a boy with like really short hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know, I think with photos, like, you know how when we're just being present in life, and sometimes it's hard to choose between being present or wanting to take a photo so you can have that years later.
Yes.
So it's just like, what was it that your mom did that made you fall in love? Because you said, you know, you were so fascinated with how she was able to write tiny notes and all of that stuff. What was one thing that you can remember that your mom did that made you fall in love with the world of photography?
I think it's just the moments when, like, it was just so right moments when she captured us, like, just as a family. And it's just such a natural, candid pictures.
Yeah.
And I'm still doing the same thing. Like, when I'm working, I'm mostly shooting candids. Like, I don't like post pictures. I prefer to have something real in the camera, right? And I'd love to capture, like, real moments and tell the story about, like, is it a family, couple, whatever? Like, I want to capture your story. I'm going to tell your story through my lens. And that's what I think my mom did. And it actually, like, maybe it's affected me some way, actually. Yeah.
You know, one more thing I have to say is, really, you absolutely hate post photos?
Oh my gosh, I'm so bad.
Trust me,
at
I
it. know.
feel really. we're on the scale of 0 to 10. 10 being absolutely not. 0. Wait, no, what? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
0, absolutely not. 10, you absolutely like it. Where would you place yourself when it
Okay,
comes to...
I love posting pictures, but
Ah.
I'm so like picky. I'm so picky. I'm no, I'm perfectionist. Professionalist. I'm
Yeah.
perfectionist, and it's like it not helped me like at all. You know, because when I'm trying to do something perfect, I know it about myself. I'm
Yeah.
working on it, and I'm trying to do something perfect, and I'd rather do something perfect or not doing it at all. So when I'm looking at my grid, right, like my content plan, I'm
Yeah.
just like, it's gonna look like that, or it's not gonna look at all. Like I'm not gonna post at all. So it's just like my thing, and I think I can work on it. I'm still working on it. I'm posting more, and even social presence is like just a personal brand, being like in front of the camera, like just recording videos and telling about my day. Yes, hello, it's my first experience, but it's just so hard for me because it's just like a few maybe I don't know reasons. The first one, like who would care about that? But other part of me would like, people care. Like people want to see who's behind the camera. People want to see who's actually gonna take pictures, right?
Yeah.
Because if I would choose a photographer, I would choose a person who who would probably be like in the same I don't know, the same vibe as me, the same interests. Like
Okay.
if person like have a healthy lifestyle, interest in some movies, I want to know that. I want to know this person who's going to take a picture of me, right? I want to trust this person. But if this is someone who's not like, who's living like opposite life, I will probably not find like connection.
won't-
Yeah.
Yeah, the energy. Okay, let's unpack here. Are y'all ready for the roller coaster of unpacking what she just said? You just dropped a lot of great
I know.
topics to go off of from. First, so post shots. We can. I think we can come up with our own term. Professional perfectionist.
Yeah.
Okay, with the post shots, is it because whenever I just remember doing post shots and I just can't, for the life of me, I have to manhandle the talent because it's so hard to, it doesn't feel real, it feels fake. Whereas with you, with yours, because every time I see your photo, bro, guys, actually, can you drop your social media right now? Drop it, drop it, drop
Okay.
it, drop it.
Okay.
Where can people find you?
Okay,
There's a reason why.
it's-
Go.
Okay, it's Instagram, Annika Do .ph, and the second one is your Annika, double N. And yeah, I have two profiles, two completely different styles, and it's pretty interesting too. I think we'll talk about that later too.
Well, the reason why I brought that up is, guys, when you're watching this, go to her Instagram right now, because it's really important. When you're watching this, set your phone aside as a reference, because when I looked at your, okay, this is how I discovered Annika. Okay, when I was scrolling through your Instagram a while back, I remember seeing one photo. I think it was in Seaside. It was like a green patch of grass or Alice Beach. I don't know.
Yes, it was. Alex.
There was a model that was sitting on a. That was the first thing when I immediately saw it. I was like, all right, I gotta get you on a podcast someday.
Okay.
And that one is like, that seems like a post shot. It's not candid because you're really good at doing the post shots. It looks.
I know. Yes, it's not candid. Of course not.
What? What's your process on how to get a perfect?
Okay, perfect is really strong word. Okay, we have problems with that because
Okay.
yeah, we're still working on that.
Okay.
But anyway, honestly, this story with this photo is pretty simple. My friend visited me from Illinois.
Okay.
Love her, Anna. Love you.
Hey.
Thank you for being my model. But yeah, we just went to Alice. I wanted to show her like
Yeah.
just this area, super beautiful, and we went to the beach. And I was just like, let's take a pictures like under the shower. You
Yeah.
know, they have beautiful showers and just a few pictures in the swimsuit. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. She loves taking pictures. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And we were just walking around and I was just like, I didn't plan this picture. Like I was just
What?
walking around and I was like, okay, I love this geometry. It looks so beautiful. You'll sit here. I showed her how to sit.
Yeah.
And she did the same thing. And I did a couple shots and we just laughed because like it's not really good to take pictures at Alice Beach.
Yes, yeah. Don't worry, I relate to that. They actually kicked me out for a project too.
Okay, yeah.
They told me, you have a camera, leave.
Okay, sorry, Alice.
No, Alice. Come on. It doesn't make sense. You're a tourist area.
Yeah.
You're going to have to expect people wanting to take one there.
I know, but I think one day they're actually gonna close this area, like with gates, probably. I think so. It's getting so like crowded, honestly. I see that too. I wish it could be so open for pictures, but people staying there and paying a lot of money to stay there, and they probably don't want people to walk around and take
Well,
pictures.
if you want that's free market. Okay.
I
Alice,
didn't know that back then, actually. I was
I-
walking around.
I did
just
not
like,
know either.
Yeah.
It was scary, you know, when they
Of
pull up with
course.
the golf cart, like,
It's like, I'm doing nothing.
oh my gosh! But going back to that photo, it just okay. Now knowing that story, that was not planned.
No.
What the? No cursing. Well, we can curse. What the f? Wait, really?
Yeah.
You just literally pulled that shoot like it looked like a professional shoot that
Thank
deserves
you.
to be on. That's crazy.
Thank you.
So now flipping back to the Candid, how do you, what's your process? You just tell them like a scenario, hey, I need you to run like you're running across the prairie here in Nashville, free spirited, like you feel like the weight of the world is off of your shoulders. How do you?
You've done it before, right?
Yes, I always
I can
do
see
scenarios.
Okay, but it's so funny, but yes, I'm trying, we were talking about that before, right?
Okay.
But I'm telling my couple, for example, let's take a couple
Yes.
scenario. I'm just telling them a story. I'm talking to them. Firstly, I need to know them first. I want to know how they met. I want to know their love story and how long they're together. And we're just taking few like just the classic shots 1st. I even do post shots too. Like I'm not gonna be like, okay, you not gonna get any like posing shots. No, they're getting posing shots because I know they want to share it with their families
Yes.
and things like that, but I'm not gonna post it on my Instagram because it's not represent my work like as I see it at the end, you know. But once I get know them better, we're on this level where we're already trust each other.
Yeah.
I'm starting to create scenarios when they need to do something, and I'm just saying them like, imagine that you're there and you're like running away from your family and you're getting loved and you're like catching her and you just want her to be with you, and it's just like, yeah, we're just having fun, we're doing crazy stuff, and I think they love it. Yes. And most of my couples at the end, I'm always asking if they want to trash the dress.
Wait, they always ask to what?
I always ask them to if they want to trash the dress.
Trust the
Dress.
trust the dress?
Trash.
You're gonna throw away the dress?
No.
Trash the dress. That's
Trash
what I
the
heard.
dress. It's like when you go in the water and you're like.
Oh, that's a
kinda
term?
Yeah.
I have never heard of that term. Really?
Yes. I think it's a term. I always use that.
I
People get
never
it.
heard of it.
Yeah.
Well, you just learned a quick new term in the
Yes.
photography world. What was it again? Trash
The dress.
the dress. Even if it's $50,000 wedding dress.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes people don't care. Yeah.
Okay, the scenario that I typically would get for the couples, it's not like a realistic one. Okay. There's one. Okay, I need you to pretend that your boyfriend is about to shoot you and you're gonna run away, but you're happy.
But you're happy that he's gonna shoot you. Yeah, but no
Yeah.
shooting. We're trying not to
Wait.
create any
There
violence.
is shooting. We're the shooters.
Okay, yes, I know, but I'm running like
Oh.
kind of backwards, so I need to capture their faces
I-
when they're running. Yeah.
Going back to, oh my gosh, so with your passion in photography, it's like, wow, I can already tell you just love it so much, and it's like, could you have imagined yourself doing anything else other than photography, even though you graduated from a university with a degree in marketing? Go ahead.
Okay. So as a plan B, just theoretically, I was thinking about that. Like in
Okay.
case if I'll get tired, I can't imagine that right now. Honestly, I don't see myself without photography at all.
Damn.
Maybe professionally, like commercial wise,
Okay.
I would probably, it's possible to get burned out. But
Yes.
yes, you know what I mean.
It
But
hurts.
like I would always do that I'll do it for the rest of my life. I'm 100% sure. It was always I always knew that since I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
And but the plan B, I had this plan B a while ago that I wanted to be a tattoo artist.
A what?
Tattoo artist.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What do you have you ever thought about it from time to time?
I'm
What it would have
sometimes
been
I'm doing
like?
that.
Huh?
Sometimes I'm doing that.
Because like you know, when we grow up as kids, when we have a career path that we originally wanted to go with, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like I always think, what would it be like if I did that? What would you have you thought about it if you gone down? Have you if you had gone down? If you went down that route,
Oh my gosh.
you already know what I mean.
I know.
What would it?
Drink the water.
Ah!
You just spilled the water.
Yes.
That's why he screamed.
That's ASMR.
No ASMR, please. Okay, I need some water too. A little.
Have you thought about what it would have been like if you had pursued that route full time?
You mean tattoo artist?
Yes.
I thought about that, but it was a few years ago.
Yeah.
Before I started doing photography again, 2.5 years ago, actually,
Oh.
exactly. I bought tattoo gun. I bought everything. I started practicing. I got courses.
Yeah.
Everything. But the thing is, I loved doing that. And the reason why I actually had the thought being tattoo artist because I was practicing henna tattoo for a little while. Yeah, I know, seasonal job. I mean, we're in Florida. What do you want?
Guys, if you want some henna arts, tattoo art, or whatever that's called.
Yes, I can do everything,
Really?
honestly. Like anything with it.
Okay,
like, with
we're,
a
we're
henna.
gonna we're gonna split up for a second. You like tattoos?
Yes.
What are I think tattoos, are you the type of person that only gets tattooed with meanings, or you just want to be like a fridge, you just put whatever's cool on your body?
I think it's cool both ways.
Okay.
Yeah, I see the possibility of this just an piece
Yeah.
of art of your body, and also as a meaningful piece of art on your
Yeah.
body. It could be meaningless and meaningful, whatever you want. Honestly, you're free to do whatever you want with your body. I think that's the thing. Honestly,
Just know your limits, okay? Just don't get
yeah. For me personally,
Yeah.
I prefer to have meaningful tattoos. That's why I don't have bunch. If I would have more money when I was younger, I would be probably tattooed right now from here to there. So yeah.
All of these are all meaningful tattoos. I never ever
I like it.
get anything. I'm gonna get covered my hands. I'm gonna get more here. I'm gonna get tatted up and make my mother cry in disappointment.
That would look.
Love you, Mom. I love you so much.
Yes.
I'll get one tattoo for you. It's on my face. Love, Mom.
Love mom. Yes.
But okay, so what the photography? So the tattoo artist. Now I don't know if this is an easy question to answer, but could you see some elements of being a tattoo artist that could be transferred into the art of photography?
I think because it's piece of it's art in general as
Yeah.
well. Like tattoo artist, photographer, whatever you do in like this industry, I think it's different types of art, but at the same time it's all art. You know,
Okay.
you can't deny it because I think it's so crucial to have art in your life. And
Yes.
I think I really those 3.5 years ago, I was so into expressing myself. I was so drained working on just regular jobs that I was looking my path, what should I do next? And I was thinking about being tattoo artists, because a lot of people told me you have a steady hand, you can do henna, you should try tattoos. And I was thinking, okay, yeah, why not? I can do that, right? And I started practicing, and it was still COVID time.
Okay.
And it was pretty hard getting license and go to the tattoo studio.
Yeah.
I used to live in LA back then. I mean, I lived in LA back then. And I was just doing it at home, practicing on a fake skin. And I did a few tattoos for my friends. It was fun, but it never got to the stage where I was like, okay, I need to go to the tattoo studio and work. I never worked in a tattoo studio. So I'm doing it kind of for fun still. But I think at some point in my life I would do that full time.
Whoa!
I would even try to do that. Maybe like trying to do it like 50-50, like photography and tattooing. And I think I could do that.
That's a hell of a creative combination as a career.
I know, especially because like I have two different styles in my like photography. Like I'm doing commercial like brands and really like open, I would say even provocative, you know, with the swimsuits and everything, bodies. I love aesthetics like of the body, like men or women, whatever. And at the same time I'm having weddings, engagements and families. And I don't know, like I don't want to choose just one thing, you know. I'm enjoying all of it. Like why should I choose only one thing? You don't have to choose only one thing. You can do whatever you want. So yeah, that's what I think.
I mean, there is a saying, if you choose one thing to focus on, you can you know how like if you focus on so much things, you will have a less chance of success if you keep focusing on multiple things. But if you focus on just one thing, the chances of becoming more successful in that one thing becomes exponentially higher.
For sure.
But go on.
No, I completely agree. And if you choose only one, like you have one goal and you'll be like, okay, I want to be wedding photographer and I want to be the toppest. But I think I'm right now at the stage when I'm still experimenting with styles, with different like photography techniques, and even like, for example, when we're talking about tattoos, you need to learn how to draw.
Yes.
For learn how to draw, you need to understand how art works pretty much. You need to read the art too. And it all kind of works together. And for me, it works pretty well because, again, like if you know more about art, you're like, I don't know, you're just exploring more and it actually like just affects your work in photography. So I think it kind of like works pretty well for me right now. I don't know what's going to be after because right now I'm again trying to get more into wedding photography. You know, like I'm all and like everywhere trying to try different things and it works pretty good for me right now. I don't know what's going to be later, but I don't want to jinx it or something, but I have a lot of plans in my future, so
we need to get a magic 8-ball. Okay, magic 8-ball. But you have oh my gosh, I love it when people like you guys just drop so many golden opportunities. Yes. First of all, would you say if you had continued the path of being a tattoo artist, what style would you have gone with? Would you have gone with like I know there's like black and gray, there's American traditional, there's line work, there's just multitude. What would you have gone with?
I would have gone with line work and fine lines because it's just a reflection of me, I would say. Even like myself, I have like line works pretty much. And this one too, theirs are pretty simple, but I would prefer to do my own sketches and create like whatever person wants to. Like if you would come to me and say like, I want this like meaningful tattoo, it's like me and my like career or my goals in life, it's my like destiny or something, you're explaining what you want and I'm just creating something out of my head, so it's going to be something unique and beautiful. So it's not just like picture from the Pinterest because that's what makes me not to do like like not to tattoo because there's so many the same like sketches and work. It's fine when at the beginning when you're practicing you're doing that, but if you're like creating something yourself just out of your mind, even though you can be inspired by a lot of things, but if you're creating something new or like I don't know, taking a few inspirations and mixing it together, you're creating something unique, right? Because we all know like the art is all stolen. Like we're all still the art.
It's just. What are your thoughts on? Is there such thing as art being original at this point?
No.
Yeah.
There is no original art.
Straight to the point,
guys. There is no original art anymore, and it's totally fine because again we still create, right?
Right.
It doesn't have to be like something just crazy and super original. If you're doing beautiful work, you're still bringing something out of your personality to work, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna put like to a person and you're gonna show the picture, like recreate this picture, for example, just draw something, and they're gonna draw something, but it's gonna look still completely different, you know, because we all have different experiences, like we have different, I don't know, just backgrounds, and it's gonna look different.
And how we interpret the world is also different.
Of course.
See, that's interesting because like you're saying, you would rather create everything from scratch, be as original. Then where does that come from?
From experience.
Okay.
From inspiration, from when you're watching movies and you don't even realize that you catch that moment, you know, like you caught that moment and you're just like, oh wow, like, and you forgot about that. But one day you're like, oh wow, I have this idea and I don't know where it comes from, right? And then probably you will realize that it was from this movie or from this story, from these people, from this day. And it's somewhere, like, it's unconscious, but it's still you're putting into your work. You don't have to think about this. It's just part of you already, you know?
That makes sense. Like when you watch certain movies and when it feels so impactful, it's because that person, whoever made that art, literally lived through it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow, I'm learning today. But
that's good.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Actually, that is such a great information to share. Oh, wow. If you like this content, wait.
Oh my god, Chupa Chups.
Chupa Chups. I really like your lollipop.
There is a bubble gum inside.
Well, it will not. We're never gonna make it all the way to the middle by the end of this interview or conversation. Chupa Chups, please sponsor me. If you like this content, don't forget to follow this on Instagram. I don't really like doing call to actions.
I think I'm not sure if they're legal right now here.
What?
I don't know. I got it from Eurostore, like from Russian store.
Okay.
I don't see it like anywhere here, like in Walmart or Publix or anywhere.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was my favorite one when I was a kid. That's the thing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I brought it. And this one too. This one is my mom's favorite chocolate.
I forgot about the chocolate, guys.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
She loves this one. And I think I love this one because she loved it so much. And right now when I eat it, it reminds me of her.
Oh. Have you heard of the Ferrero Rocher chocolate? It's
of course. We had this one.
Every Christmas, when I was a kid, my parents would buy me like the whole circular package of Ferrero throughout Christmas night. Good. By the next morning, I would eat at least half of it.
That's so bad.
Now I don't like it anymore.
Of course not.
Okay. We're gonna take a break here, guys, from our conversation. Okay.
Okay, I'll drink the water.
Wait, so what is this again? So it's like dark chocolate, or?
Yeah, it's like dark chocolate with sesame seeds inside.
I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, you can see here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You either like it or will hate it.
It's like Reese.
Maybe. I never actually tried original Reese. Yeah, don't be surprised.
Damn.
I know.
This is good.
Yeah, you like it? And it's super healthy. Like, there's no chemicals or anything.
Isn't that what they all say? Gatorade, no sugars added.
I don't drink Gatorade. I'm
This
not
is
sure.
really good.
Yeah.
This is healthy, even though it's labeled as candy.
I mean, it's not healthy, but it's not like, they don't put any chemicals in this one. It's pretty clean ingredient list, I would say.
So no acid, no battery acid or anything like that?
Yeah.
I want to try your
No acids, yeah.
Anyways, as you went through life and you experienced a lot of things, I'm sure you have come across multiple fork in the road kind of thing, where you've always thought about traditional jobs and then the career paths, mainly because the traditional jobs would offer financial security. You have all of these things, the benefits, health benefits, all of that, whereas the creative path, it is so hard. You have to work, you literally have to maintain so many aspects of your business, but that's just business alone. You still have to take care of your personal life too. What was going through your mind when you had multiple moments like that?
So I had a lot of jobs, like
Okay.
traditional jobs here in US and back in Russia too. Not a lot. I was pretty young, but still.
Yeah.
I think I worked everywhere, honestly. I
okay.
worked in restaurant, like in water park, Bikahunas, you know this one in Destin.
The water place.
Yes.
I hate that place.
I can't say the same thing. Last time I've been there.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a year ago. It was
Oh,
not
wow.
that bad. Yeah, it was fine. But still, I worked there as a photographer actually.
Wait, what?
Yes, and I convinced my manager to transfer me from admission, like from tickets,
Yeah.
to like photographers because like I couldn't stand my job, and I'll be like, I know you have photographer position, put me there, please. And he was like, okay, let me give you like 2 weeks. I'll see how you work, like,
Yeah.
and if you have good language skills, if you can talk to people, because you need to walk around the park and talk to people
Okay.
and take pictures of
Yeah.
them in the water, like under the water, like
Yeah.
everywhere. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And after like a week and a half, probably, I was like, so what? Can I be photographer now? And he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll
Okay.
transfer you. And I was the only Russian girl among all American girls in photo booth because they didn't like to put like students from other countries for this position.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know, probably they thought it's pretty hard for like foreign students. Because you need to talk a lot, but I love talking. So I was like, I can do that, and I love to take pictures. So yeah, it's how it worked for me, and it was perfect. Honestly, this position was just such a blessing for me because
Yeah.
I was the only one who was just walking around the park taking pictures, and my friends were working, and manager was all the time just like looking at like their workers, right?
Yeah.
And my friends, so they're always under like someone who was watching them.
Yeah.
I was just by myself at the park, just walking around, taking pictures, selling them, editing, and it was pretty nice. They didn't pay me much, like honestly, but I didn't care. It was my first summer in the
Yeah.
US, and I was just like, I'm here for all the experience, for
Yeah.
everything. Like I don't care about. It was just like $9 or $8 per hour or something.
The one thing I love about what you said was the fact that you asked for what you wanted, because not a lot of, if you don't ask for what you want, you're never gonna get it.
That's
it's like
true.
that audacity to like, hey, Mr. Manager or Miss Manager, put me in the. I know you guys have a photographer
Yes.
position. Do you think that by having that help your business as a photographer get to where you want it to be by being able to be direct, assertive, and asking for what you want?
I think so. And I think as I got older, I realized if I'm not gonna ask like what I want, if I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be direct with people or with with myself even, because some people, they don't even like talk to themselves. I reflect a lot. Like I have a lot of thoughts on my mind.
Let's take some
And-
water. We're
Yes.
from having trouble talking today.
Yeah. And
We're just really excited, guys. We're just really excited.
Please edit this part out. I was like, I'm just dying here.
Let me drink.
Okay, drink.
I'm not going to spill or spit over my expensive equipment, so don't make me laugh. I swear.
Okay.
Oh, you're crying already?
No, I'm just
Tears are coming out of her.
fixing my
You see that,
makeup.
guys? Tears are coming out of her.
Yes. Oh.
Go ahead.
So
you were,
yeah.
you were talking about the audacity to get what you want.
Yes. But firstly, you need to realize what you want. Like, you need to talk to yourself first.
Okay.
So I knew that I wanted something. For example, I wanted to be a photographer.
Yeah.
Even though I got here, I was an exchange student, and I was like, they have photographer position. I'm gonna go and ask for it, because if I'm not gonna ask for it, I'm gonna stay here under the sun, and I'm gonna work as a just admission, like working with the tickets and money. And I didn't want that, and I was just like, yeah, I should go and ask, like, what I'm gonna lose. What are you gonna lose if you're gonna do that? You're gonna lose more if you're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna regret it like after. And I think after like maybe when I turned 18, I started learning more about myself and what I want in my life.
Yeah.
And it actually helped me to being honest with myself and accepting more like different parts of me, because like sometimes I think that I have few personalities, and when I was younger, it was driving me crazy because I was thinking, how is that possible that I can assimilate in the group of people so easily with such a different people?
Yeah.
And I was like, where the real me, you know? Like, why it's so easy for me? Is it the real me when I'm with these people, and when I'm with these people? Like, why it's so easy for me, you know? And for me, it was like, I'm just different. Like, I can be different, and I'm really adaptive, I would say.
Yeah.
Can I say that, right?
That is like, wow, that's a hell of a word. I didn't pass the language. I'm sorry. No, that makes sense. That's a good word. Yeah.
Yes, and I think I just accepted as a part of me, and as I started like getting know myself better, I think it worked. Right now, it works differently, of course. Like, I know that I want to be with this group of people, for example, and I'm not gonna go to other group of people because I know what my beliefs and if this is not my group, like, I'll be like, I don't care. I don't want to go there because like what do I need from there? You know, we're not gonna find any contact with these people. But back then, when I was just learning about myself, I was like, maybe actually that I just got a thought that it was the way of finding myself, like.
Okay.
Actually like communicating with different type of people, different groups of people, and I always had friends from different like groups, you know. They're so my friends are so different even still. And right now when I'm having like birthday parties, you know, once in a year.
Oh, by the way, guys, send her a message. It was a happy late birthday a while ago at this time of recording. Continue.
Yes. My friends like gathering together from such a different like companies. And it's just so amazing to see everyone together right now. And it's so nice to see people actually getting friends too. Like they're becoming friends too, you know, because I'm the one who brought them together. And it's just so nice to see people actually becoming friends after that. And right now it works that way. But I think back then when I was like probably 15, 16 years old, I was trying to just learn more about myself and trying put myself in different situations and positions to see how I'd feel probably. And probably that's how I found what I want.
Wow, I am so glad you shared that story. Seriously, because I now want to know. Oh, it's time for the real raw stuff, guys. Now, how did you deal with? It sounds like did you have moments where you felt like because you belong to so many groups, it's like a paradox where if you belong to so many groups, you couldn't feel like you belong at one place. I'm assuming you had a lot of trouble finding a sense of belonging, and also like a personal identity crisis. Like you couldn't find who you are as a person. That's
100%.
really difficult. That is such a difficult thing to work through.
100%, like you said, it was like kind of identity crisis.
Okay.
And I think when you're 15 years old, you still don't know who you are. For me, it was a thing that I was like, I don't know what I want. I knew that I love photography. That's the only thing.
That was for damn sure.
Yes, I was 100% sure about that. But other than that, I was so lost because I've been told by my father, I love you, by the way. Like, I don't hold anything against my parents, honestly. But I was told by my father that he...
I'm just checking.
Okay. That when he asked me when I was 15, probably, I don't remember, what I want to do with my life. Yeah. And I was like, I want to be a photographer. So I knew that all my life, right? And he told me, that's great. That's a great like hobby. But what do you actually want to do? Like what's going to be your future profession? Like you should choose something, like you should choose university. It's like it's such a traditional way of what we do in Russia and pretty much here. But I think people here are pretty like chill about going to college after high school. They could go to work and take a few years off after high school and then go to college. In Russia, it's really bad if you don't go anywhere after high school. Like you should go somewhere like college or university, whatever. I don't know. It's just,
it sounds like they have a very linear
path. It's like society thing probably. We don't have like, it's such a small percent of people who don't go anywhere after high school. It's almost impossible that you don't go
Really?
anywhere. Like every single person somewhere goes and studies something, even though if he's not sure if he's gonna actually like this path later on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How did you? Okay, when was it? Did it feel like a deflating moment when your parents, especially your dad, telling you, "Yeah, that's great, but that's just a hobby. You need to be. That's not going to guarantee success because when we want, as young creatives, we feel so empowered by what we love, but especially when we hear stuff like that from a figure, a parental figure, and hearing that, it's like the only one person that you want to hear a full support from will be your parents.
As a role
from
model,
everybody
yes.
else.
Yes.
But to hear that,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. I was probably
Yeah.
unconsciously, I had this thought on my mind for such a long time. Like, I think till the moment when I was in LA. So
Yeah.
it was pretty much like 3 years ago.
Okay.
It was this thought was unconsciously in my mind somewhere back there,
Yeah.
holding me from starting doing photography again because I was so I don't know, not sure that I still want to do that. If I'm still, okay, if I still should pursue this path as a career, and just a hobby in general, because I was like, I'm not sure if I'm still good enough, and even like as a full-time job, I was thinking that's impossible because like, who would make a lot of money being a photographer? That was my thought. And this was my thought, like, pretty much for probably like 10 years since my dad told me that. And I think that actually stayed in my mind, of course, because he's my role model for sure, like as a parent.
Yeah.
And after I was just probably really drained after one season working just on
Yeah.
a regular job, I remember I was like, I need to find a way to express myself. I really want to do something, create, whatever, draw. I just was like, please let me put my energy somewhere because like it's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
I need to express myself, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, okay, what the hell? I'm going to Best Buy, I'm buying a camera. And that's it, And one day I just went there, I got a camera, and I started taking I was taking pictures pretty much like of everything and everyone, my friends, and I was like finding models through Instagram, texting them the idea with mood board already,
Yeah.
like created like mood board and the idea of the session, and they were answering me. Like we were doing beautiful sessions. I still love these sessions like so much. It's just such a good such a good project. And yeah, I remember my first feeling after shooting for like such a long break. It's just, I don't know how to describe that. You probably have this feeling too. You're creating a lot and this feeling when you're like, okay, that's been a while that I didn't shoot, and you're shooting again and you're just like, oh, I remember right now why I love it,
Yeah.
Because after you coming home, you're putting this SD card in your laptop and you're just like, okay, I'm so excited to see what's in there.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see how it's going to look afterwards. And I was just like sitting and working on pictures. And yeah, it's just an amazing feeling. And I realized like I was just losing so much time for nothing. I don't know why. And I was just like, okay, I need to start doing something right now. Like I realized I need to start and going like faster as I was walking before,
Yeah.
like metaphorically. So I just started taking pictures a lot and just, texting girls and boys on Instagram, just like, let's take like pictures together. Let's collaborate. I'll take a few beautiful pictures. We'll post it. And yeah, just.
Annika, I have to say, seriously, all the photos, I just want to let you know that all the photos that you put out, the work that you've literally invested into making every single project that you've put out look as good as it can be. It's you that you're on the right path, and you're on your way to. I'm not saying that to.
I know.
I'm serious. Like seriously, I know. It's really difficult to hear stuff like that with people that you thought would support you, but I just want to let you know that you're on the right path. You're getting closer to there, and I'm sure your mom, your dad, everybody will turn around and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I should have taken more I should have paid more attention And when you show them that you know what you're doing, that is a feeling that would,
Yeah.
so
That's for
you're
sure.
doing good. I just want to let you know that, okay?
Thank you.
Hell, your freaking photos is the reason why I wanted to put you on here.
No, that's amazing. Honestly, thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
And I don't actually right now. I don't have any like. I don't need any validation from my parents. Like, even though I don't get like a lot of compliments from them, or just like they don't say much about my work, but it's not that I'm like waiting from something from them. I don't expect anything, honestly. I already realized that I want to do that, and I'm gonna do that. I'm not waiting for anything from anyone. It's just like the only critic that's like, it's me, and it's sitting in my head, and it's not letting me post pictures on Instagram. And what the hell, I should do that tonight. I have so many projects that I want to post. So many projects that I want to post.
Oh, for tonight?
Not tonight, probably, but I'll post something tonight, but not all of them.
You have a lot of good shit, bro. Again, guys, remember, follow her account, Annika. Which one's the main account?
Annika Do, .ph.
Yes. Follow.
And you're Annika too. Like, it's two completely different. Whatever you like, just follow whatever you want.
Support her, please. Do her journey, okay? Seriously, you're on the right path to greatness. But okay, so like, it's very brave that you don't search for that validation. I just want to let you know that too. And going into the projects, oh my gosh, now that you had the audacity to buy a camera from Best Buy. You walked in there with your head held high, and be like, I'm getting this shit today, and I'm gonna get started. I don't care about what y'all say. I'm gonna do this, do that. Now that you've done that, what?
In the reality, I was just like, oh my gosh, should I do that?
You were terrified?
A little, yeah.
Really?
Because for me it was a lot of money back then, and I was thinking like, should I invest that much money right now, into the camera? Yeah, I was not like, oh yeah, get me this camera. I was actually thinking like, I was still doubting.
Damn,
Yeah,
really?
yes.
Even up to that point? What about now?
No doubts right now. I got a new
What?
camera now, just like that. Yeah, give me that camera.
Wait, how do you work? How do you work through moments of doubt, bro? That shit is hard.
It is really hard. I think it's the hardest part of being an artist and not doubting yourself.
Yeah.
Especially because we like to compare ourselves to other artists, and that's what I'm trying not to do, honestly. And I'm not even scrolling Instagram anymore. That's the thing. If I need to find something, I'm going there and I'm looking for something, right? I don't have time for scrolling. I don't have time for reels. I don't know how people find time for that. Like, honestly.
I know, it's just
Yes, no time for that. Honestly.
5 minutes you could have just put towards something that
yeah.
you could put actual work into. But
Yes.
go on.
But I think because I was comparing myself,
Yeah.
even before I started doing photography again, I was looking at the beautiful photographers and their pictures, and I was thinking, oh, like, I can't do that. Like, I'm so far behind right now. I'm so far behind right now. How I can be the same level,
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, I don't have to be the same level. I was just, it's constant, like, dialogue in my mind, probably.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm always talking to myself. I'm a Gemini. I don't know
How
if
do-
you have the same problems.
How does your thought process? What is your thought process like when people say, "Annika, your work, I love it so much," but then you have this dialogue in your head like, "No, shut up. It looks terrible. I see this flaws, this here, and there." How does that?
I like to take compliments. Honestly,
Yeah.
if I like, even if I know the person, if it's my friend
Yeah.
or family or anyone who like just texting me on Instagram, I take it as a compliment. Honestly,
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm shit. Sorry. Or I'm
Oh, she
something.
just cursed for the first time. Oh, bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
But I'm not saying like
Yeah.
I don't deserve it.
Okay.
Of course, we all have. I'm not gonna say we all have, but I have imposter syndrome sometimes, and I'm working on that too. And I'm just trying to compliment myself too. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, great job. Great job. That's a good work. And
Yeah.
when clients texting me back saying like, that was beautiful, we love it, we were like looking at these pictures and we were crying, you know, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry right now too. Like, it just makes me emotional. And when I make people emotional, it makes me emotional. So it kind of synergy. We're exchanging energies, and I think it works pretty well. Like for me, like I'm a pretty emotional person, empathetic too, and it's really hard for me not to like get close to my clients. I think it's a part, like this part of me actually helps a lot in a lot of ways actually, because like when I see my couple and I'm reading the room, you know, and I'm just reading the person in front of me, I know the way how to like kind of start the conversation, how to find a way to like each and different person. Maybe because I was like assimilating in different groups when I was younger too, you know, and it's not fake. It's not fake at all. It's just like, it's part of me. Like I said, I accepted it, and it helps me so much right now, because like I honestly, like I'm not bragging or something. It's just like for me, it's the best thing to work with people, because I know how to work with people. I love working with people. I love the connection, because I know photographers who'd rather to work with as a group. Like they have a like producer,
like a clique or what?
Like they have someone who's contacting the clients, and they're doing the job. But for me, it's such a crucial thing to have connection with the client, so they know that I'm going to take pictures. I'm this person who's going to take care of everything. For me, it's really hard to delegate like anything in my work. But but I still like, because I need this connection with my clients. I cannot delegate like emails or like phone calls. It's going to be all on me, because I want them to know me first, and I want to know them as well. I want to make sure that we have like this connection, you know.
Well, have you thought about what if you scale, you start bringing someone that you trust, and even though there's listen, delegating is really difficult, I know, but just walk through this with me for a second. Have you thought about that as an option? You would
in the future?
Scale. Yeah,
I would say that it would be so hard to find a person who would be like the same as me. Probably I'm just so picky to my work and everything. But I think later on, that's possible. There is a possibility to grow into something bigger, and maybe to have like some people who work with me as a group, like, you know, photographers. If it's a big like wedding or something, I'm open to big weddings as well. And I think that's great when you have people with you, like as a second, third shooters, whatever. I know there's like a lot of big and huge weddings like in US and Europe, anywhere pretty much, and they have like a big group of photographers. Like there's a lead photographer, of course, and like I know just a story about one girl. She's from Russia, and she's doing like beautiful, huge weddings, like 500 to 1,000 people. And
Holy
it's not
shit.
it's not that I want like this type of weddings, but it's possible. Those weddings are like real, you know. And they have photographers, like they have a lead photographer, and they have like this photographer hiring like some other associates, right? And there is 5 more photographers who's just like taking pictures of it. I know. You know how many pictures I had after the wedding day? I can't imagine. But
it reminds me of the movie The Crazy Rich Asians, but go on.
I watched it.
Huh? You watched it?
Yeah.
I don't want a wedding like that. No, thank you.
That's a lot. I don't know.
But really? So you don't want to do that? Or you
I would try that. I would try, because I never done it before, so I can't really say if I don't like it, you know?
See, now if you have multiple photographers, wouldn't that mean you lose like some of the level of
That's the thing. You ask if I'll delegate. Like in the
Yeah.
future, when you're a top photographer and you know, like you're choosing the person who's going to help you through the wedding, and you trust this person, of course it's not like some random person from the street. You're choosing, like you're seeing the work, and it's probably top photographers as well. You just work together. And of course at the end of the day, you're probably the one who's editing and putting your style on this work.
Wow. Delegation, you don't Okay, yeah.
That's a big delegation. Okay, we were talking about different stuff probably here, but okay, yeah, it was top. It was the top is probably
Yeah.
thing, and it's a different market completely.
Yeah, it
And
definitely is.
it's possible.
Yeah.
I'm sure that I want to try that at least once in my life just to see if I'll like it. But I love intimate weddings. Like small weddings are my favorite.
Wait, which weddings?
Intimate weddings, like small weddings.
So yeah, so those like crazy rich Asian weddings. No, I don't want to. Not that. Well, see, that's just extravagant. Like, have you thought about doing destination weddings that are?
Oh yeah, I want that.
Have you done it, or are you working
No,
towards that?
actually next year.
Where-
Not
where'd you wanna go?
destinational,
Destin-
not in Europe.
Yeah.
Not in I live in
What?
Destin.
No. Destination wedding, not destined weddings. First of all, I love Well, I don't like the beach because I hate the beach. But
What?
dude, okay. I'll take it with a long story short. Long story short, every time I hang out with my friends to the beach, or we go into the water, or go into the pool, like Kahuna Park, I have to take out my hearing aids, and when I take out my hearing aids, I cannot hear anybody. Therefore, I'm rendered
okay.
socially awkward because I don't know what they're saying. That's why. Anyways, going to the beach.
You don't have to talk on a beach.
Huh?
You don't have to talk.
Okay, first of all, Annika, if I go far,
Okay.
how am I supposed to know they're yelling at me that there's you know the shark attack? Okay, we're gonna use this, okay? I go with my friends, okay? I take out my hearing aids, okay? And we're like, hey guys, I'm gonna go over there. I'm all the way over there, and I look over there. They look like they're cheering to me, but I can't hear. They're like, yeah! When in reality, there's a freaking shark right there. I'm like, yeah! And I get, come on. No, absolutely not. I don't want to, no. It's a bit of a struggle.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
But shit, you made me lose my thought. What was it? Oh yeah, beach weddings. The destination weddings, like I'll lead into that. But with weddings like the one in Destin, the beach weddings, it's too formulaic. Here is the sand that represents the love that I have for you. Each grain of the pebble in the sand represents the vast deepness of my love that I will share for you from now on. It's too formulaic. It's you pour the sand, you take photos, boo, with the sunset. Cool, but whereas destination wedding, it's such an experience. So I guess what I'm asking. What I'm asking is, what does an ideal wedding look like for you?
Okay, but firstly, I need to comment on something. For someone, destination wedding isn't destined. You see?
Yeah.
Like some people coming here for destinational wedding. Have you thought about that? No. There's a lot of people, like all these people who are having weddings here, they don't live here.
Okay, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe. What? Okay, I did not think of that. What?
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your sand is very meaningful.
And they take this sand back home too. And it's really sweet. That's what my clients do.
Okay, I did not. You're the first person that actually made me think that way. I'm so sorry. Now that changes my perspective.
That's okay.
Your money is worth investing. Come to Destin.
Come to Destin. Come to Santa Rosa and Ellis Beach, where you can shoot. Yeah. So, my ideal wedding.
Yes.
I would say it's not exactly ideal wedding, but it's more ideal clients,
Okay.
if I could say, because I don't care how your wedding's gonna look. It's more I don't care where it's gonna be, how many people.
Yeah.
Once I connect with couple and we have this phone call or video call and we like talking through all the details, they telling me what they see, their like how they visual their day, special day.
Yeah.
And I'm telling them about myself and about my experience and how everything works from my side. And if we have this connection, like if they are telling me, oh, we love your work, we want you to shoot
Yeah.
our wedding and only you, because your style represents our love. Like that's how we want to see our wedding pictures, just through your lens.
Okay.
And I've had this experience. People were saying that to me. And it's the most amazing feeling, honestly, because I don't want people to choose me because of my price, because of something else, because I was available, the only me or something. I want them to choose me because of my work and because they like my editing, not because they want like just the raw pictures and edit themselves after that, you
Yeah.
know, like change everything. No, I want them to choose me because they love my work and it's just they see themselves through like my work. And when it's like that, once I hear this phrase or I'm realizing the couple, the couple,
The couple.
the couple.
Okay.
Yeah, after that, I was like, whatever you're gonna do, I already love it, you know? Like, I don't care, it's gonna be like florist, planner,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, I will help you go through that because I'm the one who's taking care of the like visual part of your day. You don't have to think about anything else. Like I don't know, whatever you want to like see through your day, whatever final result that you want to get, let me know now. I'll be prepared. I'll get everything what I like. I'll take so many pictures, like so many good pictures. I'm not talking about overshooting, which is not bad too, but still I'll take all these pictures and you'll have every single picture of the most like precious moments pretty much. So that's the thing. For me, it's more like about the couple than just wedding in general. Of course, it's nice to have a couple when they have a planner, they have everything organized, and it's pretty nice because you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
Because there is a small weddings too when couple, like, they don't have, for example, planner or florist or anything like that, and it's fine too. Like, some people don't want that. And it's not it's not specifically financial thing that they worry about. It's just like their choice, which is fine too. I'm more concentrated if these are my people.
You take the personal connection to your clients to heart because you're literally there from start to finish. And
Yeah.
wow, guys, if you want to hire someone that really truly cares about your wedding, you know, it takes a lot of that kind of level of care and wanting to give them, because it's the most intimate and personal day for them. A lot of
Yes.
photographers, at least for the ones that just want to get the money, they don't just see that. They just, yeah. $5,000. Nice. But it's the fact that you've taken the time to do that for them. I think that's a really good thing for you to do for them.
Yes, and I care as much as them during the wedding, honestly. And I think that's why I told you, empathetic part of me, that's why it helps me through my work, because I think those couples, they feel it too. That's why they want me to, like, actually shoot their wedding. They want me to capture it, not someone else, after like phone call or something. Even if they'll decide it's not me, it's fine too. I'm okay, like, with saying no. It's fine with me, totally. Like, I'm even saying them, like, you don't have to choose right now. Like, don't choose me right away. Like, if you want to search the market or something, do that. Like, you're so free in your like actions. Like, I just want you to understand, like, I'll do everything. But if you understand it's not me, it's totally fine too. Like, I wish you an amazing day. Like, it's because it's your wedding. If it will be me, like, I'm fully responsible for all visual part of the day. And I'll do everything so it worked perfectly. Of course, sometimes my empathetic, like, part is just, like, it's not that I take a lot of things, like, too close, but when I go through the day, like, I think I'm having the same emotions as the bride because I was like, I'm so emotional at every part of the wedding still. I don't know, maybe it will go away eventually, but even right now with proposals, I'm showing so many proposals right now, and like, when maybe it's really bad. Maybe it's a bad advertisement right now. But when guy actually kneeling and proposing to a girlfriend, I'm just starting shaking. I'm just like, please say yes. Oh no. Yes, I'm really excited. And it's like happy anxiety. Like, it goes through my body, and I'm like a little shaky and happy, and I'm just like,
holy
almost
crap.
crying.
I'm empathetic.
I'm really empathetic, and sometimes it's really hard because, like, after a wedding day, I'm coming home and I'm sitting at least 10 minutes in the car because, like, I need time to, like, come back, like, you know, because I'm just like, I'm still there and I need time to go back to the normal me because, like, I can't bring it home too because, like, it's, for me, like, it's like wedding hangover, if you heard about that.
No, I only heard it.
There's a thing as a wedding hangover. It's
wedding
like hangover.
Oh, okay.
It's like, it's not that you're drinking, it's just like when you're working as a vendor at the wedding, you probably have it, especially if you're a photographer or videographer. You're like, on the next day, you're feeling like you have a hangover, actual hangover.
Oh, okay. I got that. Yeah, lots of hangovers.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
And the next day, usually I don't have energy for anything. Like I'm just laying in the bed and just like I need time. I need time to recharge because I gave so much. I got some energy back, but it's still not enough energy to like to go do just to go and do like my something what I do in the day, like go to the gym. I cannot go to the gym the next day because I'm just like
you're just emotionally exhausted
Yes.
from, even though it's such a great environment. You just
Yes, absolutely. It's maybe it's a good feeling just to give yourself time to recharge.
Yeah.
It's really good. You don't need to ignore that. I believe you should feel your body and listen to your body. Whatever you feel like I can do that, just don't do that. Give yourself time. Just relax for a second. Go for a walk. Like vitamin D, whatever. Gym is good. Gym is good too.
Gym is great.
Gym is great to relax, or yoga, whatever. It's that's what helps me. But this day after the wedding is crucial for me. Like I'm just
wait, the day after or the
day after.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think a lot of creatives tend to forget the self-care after doing such an emotional taxing and physically taxing day. It's like they go straight to work. The fact that you have that system in place is such a healthy thing that I think we're all jealous of. Wow, Annika. Wow, I'm so jealous right now.
I'm still working on that, okay?
But the fact that you are openly working towards that, for some of us, like, nah, I don't need that. I'm just gonna work.
No, I can't do that.
You're ahead of the curve when it comes to the self-care. Shut up.
But honestly, even like gym time, right?
Okay.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go through a 10-hour wedding without gym exercises and everything through the year because I'm exercising not just for like health and the future. I want to when I will be old, I want to be fit. I want to move a lot, That's my main goal. I want mobility in my body. I want to I don't want to have pain in my knees or something, even though my knees are cracking already. But it's not the thing. But still, I think a gym helps me, especially when you're doing squats or something like that. It's crucial for photographer and videographer to go to the gym because you're having this gear and you're walking all day long and your back is just screaming, please do something, because it's so unfair to your body to ignore the fact that you're all day working and holding this camera. It's so heavy and you don't work out on your regular days. It's really hard. You should do that, dude. At least massages, at least some yoga, stretching, whatever. It could be at least 15 minutes a day. It's just gonna make such a huge impact in your life, especially professional life too, I think.
I'm already starting to feel my back hurting.
Oh, really?
It's not sarcasm that I just heard.
I mean, it's obvious. You're sitting a lot. You're editing. You're walking and working with cameras.
Really? I didn't know I was doing that.
We all doing that. That's the thing.
Really?
No wonder you have a back pain.
Wow. I did not know you were doing just that.
Okay, we're doing sarcastic thing together right now.
Can you walk us through a favorite story of yours where you had a awesome client and how that experience has left you so emotionally happy with the outcome of that specific project?
It's so hard because
pick one, Annika.
Okay.
Just
my god.
One.
I love all my clients.
Pick one.
Okay, I think it was my first couple session. I still remember that, and it was a couple, and I'm just so grateful for all my clients, but my first clients, for a couple session, engagement session, it's just so amazing that they chose me because I didn't have a big portfolio back then for couples session.
Okay.
I started doing couples and weddings and families only here in Florida. I didn't do that back in Los Angeles. And back in Russia too. Because in Los Angeles I was doing mostly solo portraits, fashion and things like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But here's market is different, right? People want different things. People are coming here to have couple session, engagements, weddings, families, and it's all that. And I just started doing that, and I loved it pretty much.
Okay.
And my first couple, I I remember they got an engagement session.
Yeah.
And it was just really beautiful. It was not a proposal or anything. It was in Rosemary Beach, and such a beautiful couple. They were so nice. We just had this connection instantly. Just no words needed. Just went through all the sessions, just so fun. Like we were popping the champagne in the end. Just like, yeah, I'm still using these pictures actually, like for some like pricing guides and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just remember like how happy I was that I actually loved shooting with couples, because I didn't think that I would like it.
Really?
When I moved here, I was thinking, okay, market is different. I need to change what I shoot now, because I was shooting mostly portraits in Los Angeles. Right now, we'll see how it's gonna work out for me. And they chose me. I was like, okay, yeah, let's try. And I loved it. I loved being a part of people who are in love. Like, because when people are truly in love, you can see it. Like, you can feel it. It's just being a part of it, and you're just so close to them when you're shooting. It's just such an intimate moments. And when it was like an hour and a half session, probably. It was a 1 hour session, but we were shooting for almost 2 hours, I think, because I was just like, let's take these pictures. I was just so excited. And I remember at the end, I edited everything. In the end, it was like probably 500 pictures, like full gallery. And I sent it all. I was just like, I don't care. Like, get all these pictures. I love it all. And I think it's this one. I was pretty emotional on this one, because I realized at this moment that I want to do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I want to do like couple sessions and shooting love stories. Love stories are like one of my favorites now, actually.
You know what? I'm jealous that you could say that, because every time I hear a love story, I'm just like, wow, you two are so in love, aren't you two? Wow, you're gonna get married. Oh my god!
Yes,
I'm just jaded with that one. So
yeah.
I actually have a question. After doing so many love stories, have you been able to identify parts of what you've seen other people's love towards your self-care?
Maybe yes. I would even say seeing people love, and it's not always the same love, right? Some couples, like, for them it's really hard to open up at the first session for a stranger, and I totally get it. They don't have to be my best friends or something, but I want them to feel comfortable. I want them to trust me. And when I get to this point, then when they trust me, I'm just like, yes. I can feel it. They're laughing, they're having fun, and that's what I want, honestly.
Okay.
And I'm creating those scenarios, and we're having fun, and I'm shooting like a movie, and they're main characters. That's what I want. That's it, like. And once I'm getting to this point when we can actually shoot something intimate, more than just like, oh, put your hand here, put your hand there. I'm just like, okay, from this moment, we're gonna take pictures. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now, we're going to flip the script here, okay? Can you walk us through a time where you learned a valuable lesson through a mistake?
Oh, yes.
Going forward, disclaimer, the persons that have now been mentioned in the story is fake, and to protect their identity and to protect their business. Continue. If you are about to drop names, I'm just
oh, yeah, of course.
I just want to protect your business.
Thank you. I don't think I'll drop any names, honestly.
Okay.
Maybe because I don't remember all the names.
Okay, go
but
ahead.
yeah, I don't hold like anger or anything against people, even if like something bad happened before, like any bad experience. It's really hard to remember like actually bad experience, but I would say I had an experience which is not bad. I just this person who believes like every experience is crucial and necessarily like you cannot grow without experience.
Okay.
Even like if you cannot grow without failure, I would say that like that. Like you need all these failures.
I gotta say, your accent throughout the entire episode, it's so interesting to listen to. Like with the hearing, I wish people. It's so hard to explain to people with hearing aids. Like there's so many accents. Like oh my gosh, the British. The British accent. I'm like, oh gosh. If you go to the bar and I've had someone just talking in the British accent, I'm not gonna order anything. I'm just gonna can you read the appetizer menu?
Yeah, I love it too. Honestly, English accent's so good.
But I have to say, your accent is just it's so intriguing.
Intriguing. When I can say failure.
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 Wow. Failure. Go on. So one of the you said something about failures. Go on.
Yes, I think it's such a necessary thing to go through that, because you cannot grow without that. I believe that if there is a stagnation, if you have a stagnation as an artist, you don't have growth.
Yes.
Only by making those mistakes, going through different and really hard maybe paths through your career, I would say, you cannot grow without that.
Agreed.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been through a few bad and a lot of good experiences, and I would say I don't have really bad stories that I could share. I just have it's just so funny because actually I have fun stories. It just some of these stories bad because my fault. There's a lot of my fault. Okay.
Yeah.
I had one project, really interesting project for a brand. We were supposed to shoot for a new loungewear.
Okay.
It was super cool, and intriguing for me. I started doing model scouting, location scouting. Then in this location transferred to New York, and I was like, yeah, I'll travel to New York, right? Yeah, it's so good. And I was just like, yeah, let's do it. And I created a huge PDF file with models that I found, location scouting, everything. There was every single detail there. So I made all this preparation. Took me hours. It's really hard to find models that would actually represent your brand. I need to understand the brand to find the models, and it's a huge research. But I have a marketing degree, so it kind of helped me too. It helps me to work with brands. But anyway, this session canceled.
This sounds like a podcast. I know what you're laughing at.
Yeah, but it was just I understand the part of this situation is on me because we didn't have a contract.
No. Oh no.
Don't work without contracts.
No.
Always have a contract. Even if it's your friends of family or anyone else, always have a contract.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. It was really I was really excited about this project. And then it was just sorry, this guy who's owner of this brand, he already had a session with someone else.
Oh man, all that work and only to find out it's
I was wondering if they actually used my research. I would love them to use my research.
Bro, if they did that, I would be livid. Dude, I can't imagine the number of hours you put into doing that.
Yeah.
I would be pretty livid if you saw that exact same person with the exact same vision that you had. Yeah. So it's just simple contracts, guys. Make sure you have the revisions clause. Make sure you have all the. Do you have yours in the contract where you own the photos, but they own the deliverables? So
I own photos.
Okay.
It's my photos,
Yes.
but they have the right to print those pictures. They could do pretty much whatever, but they can use these pictures to advertise something, so they can get money out of these pictures. If they have something, some product or anything, for example, if it's couple session or anything, they cannot use those pictures for advertising anything because they'll get money out of it. If they want to do that, if they have their goal to have some money out of those pictures, we need to go through that and change the contract then. So that's going to be different negotiation completely.
Okay. Is there speaking of the photos, how you deliver, is there anything that you do that's special for the couples? Because I remember when I did my first wedding. It was just literally across my house. Okay, I got drunk with the bridesmaid, and they had to drive me home.
Oh my gosh!
I was like,
You're shooting the wedding and you get drunk.
With a video camera. I was I was doing But anyways, there's a reason why. I felt so embarrassed, but whatever. one of the things that I did to make it more special when it comes to delivering their what they're looking for, I actually ordered a wooden box filled with like broken pieces of wood and a USB in the middle and a handwritten letter saying thank you. And that's how I delivered when I was doing weddings. That's how I delivered to the clients. Now, is there anything that you do to make it more special for them?
Oh, that's so great that you started talking about that because I'm working on that right now. I don't have anything like special like that yet, but
Yeah.
I've seen other photographers actually creating like those boxes like for
Yeah.
their like future clients, not even like past clients, like to send them a gallery or something like
Okay.
prints or anything. It's for the future like couples, like who you're gonna shoot with
Yes.
in the future, like weddings,
Yes.
pretty much. And it's like a box with like some small presents or something. And I was like, okay, that's interesting idea.
Okay.
Like it's really nice because it's part of your personal brand too. They'll remember about you. They'll probably post it on Instagram. They'll tag you. It's like advertisement, but it's like it's nice because you're still building relationship with this
Yeah.
couple and they would love this kind of attention, and especially if it's sincere and you already like each other, you're like they chose you, you chose them, and you're sending them a present, they're really touched.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a nice start to building a relationship with clients because they will feel that you're not just interested, like you said, in money. Like you'd be like, oh, just 5,000 and I'll go. You know, I'll forget about you. No, you're putting attention into like every detail through all the process, and it's really interesting. I think I would do that. I don't think I'm at the point right now where I'm getting financially when I'm getting as much money that I can put like invest money into boxes like with presents.
Yeah.
But I think eventually when my pricing is going to change, I will do that. I think it's something that I would do that, honestly.
Well, with the marketing, I mean, it makes sense. Like if you want to push your brand to at least make yourself stand out, I think that's one way to do it. But you're a big girl. You got your own business. You do what you want to do. All right, guys, we're almost out of time, so we're gonna run through this. We're gonna have you on another episode. Is that a yes or no?
Oh, yes.
Oh my
I will
gosh!
be.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Wait for part 2 in the near future. Part 2. But unfortunately for this episode, we're almost running out of time. So we're gonna run through the remaining questions. We'll save the rest for the part 2. But okay, so so many questions.
I know. I wanna share all the information. I hate when people gatekeeping. Like,
Spill it.
it's just such a like I don't know. I feel in this industry and in pretty much any industry, there's like I don't believe in gatekeeping because if you think that we're all competitors,
Yeah.
it's not gonna work. Again, like you know those videos, or even like I had this experience when you had session and there's a few photographers. They're shooting the same models, the same people,
Yes.
same weather conditions, like pretty much everything the
Yeah.
same, and outcome is different. Such different like final results. Because like you again have different experience, background, everything, and you have like why would you gatekeep things from other people, especially the ones who are just starting out? Because like where would you get this information? Like people should share information. Like how would you grow without sharing with people and without people sharing with you? You know, if it's gonna be, oh, I know this and I'll not tell anyone, like no, it's not gonna work like that. Like if you're not okay to share, okay, like sit silent, like and don't do anything, but you're not gonna grow too. Because only by synergy we can help each other and grow together. Then you will stay there at the same level just by gatekeeping. And what are you getting from it? Like
Nothing.
you're not getting more clients by gatekeeping. You know, like it's not how it works. Market doesn't work like that.
So you believe in giving back, and that's how you build community with the people that you want to
Yeah,
work with.
I believe like our artist community, like photographers community, should be more like friendly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like not people are not friendly, but people are not friendly. But some people are actually gatekeeping, and it's fine too. I guess just go to another person if you have questions. Like if someone have questions, check like my Instagram, text me or anything. Like I will answer you. But I would say like if you want to start, like for you said, like, this podcast for people who wants to start.
Yeah.
Because it was all of that, like we talked before, it was my background and my, like, I
Yeah.
don't know, like my thoughts on things. But if you want to start, I would say just practice more. Don't be afraid of experimenting with different techniques, style, and talk to people. Go to stranger and ask to take a picture. It's such a good exercise to work, like, with your communication skills. Because if you want to work with people, like with weddings, couples, just portraits, solo, whatever, you just need to, like, find this, like, strength. Because for some people it's really hard to go and ask a stranger, like, would you like to have some pictures? It's really good exercise. I'm still doing that, honestly. If I see people, like, on the beach, like, it recently happened, like, I was shooting family and they wanted just 20 minutes. And I was like, we have 40. Like, why would you leave? And they're just like, no, we're fine. We're going to like watch the sunset. And I was like, okay, like, if you're happy already, they were happy, like 100%. They got their pictures and everything. But I was just like, it's such a beautiful sunset. And I saw a group of girls running on the beach, like in such vibrant, like, colorful dresses. And I was just like, I'll go and check if they need any pictures, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, girls, do you want any pictures? Like, I'm a photographer, and I was like, I just had a session, and I have time, like 5-10 minutes before sunset goes down. And they were just like, oh, yes, let's do it. And we were just shooting for 5-10 minutes, you know? And they were so happy. Like, I made them so happy, and I was just like, oh my gosh, they made me happy, you know, too. And, like, pictures were great, and they were, like, running on the beach, and there was, like, 10 of them, and it was so great, honestly. I believe, like, you should do that. You should, like, go to your fears. Like, honestly, you gotta get so much from that, like, just of going and doing, not just sitting and comparing yourself to other photographers. You should go and start doing something. Action is the way to grow. Like, action is the way to failure and to the win as well. That's how you're gonna grow, not by sitting and gatekeeping and comparing. Honestly.
I was holding in my excitement because you just gave the biggest. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna use this for the intro. No, seriously, I'm happy that. Oh my god, I am so excited. Holy shit. Oh, this episode's gonna be a banger. Oh my god, this is gonna be so. No, I love that advice. You have just heard a lot of actionable advice, but that one you just heard, guys, please take that to heart, because what you said, action leads to growth.
Action leads to failure and to the win as well.
100% certified banger right there. Bing! Okay, a few questions. One thing I wanted to know is this: how do you keep your emotional side separate from business?
Oh my god.
Bro,
okay.
that shit is hard.
Okay. You know, like, you can tell it's really hard for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why I want to know how you go about this.
So it's not that I'm changing roles. Of course, like, when you're going to work, you're different. When you're with family, you're different. Like, you're a completely different person in every, like, different aspects of your life, and it's completely normal. You should do that, because, like, you cannot be the same person when you're home and when you're with people who you're, like, work with. And I think I just have this thing, as I said, like, 3 personalities, and it helps me right now, because, like, when I'm at work, I'm working. Even though when I was going through hard stuff last year, like, through separation and everything, I remember, like, on the day of separation, I was going to a session, and I was like, I don't have energy. Like, I need to give love, you know? I need to give love to people, but I don't have anything inside. But the moment when I got there, the moment when I saw these people, we just talked a little, and I was like, I forgot everything. Like, I forgot my, like, problems, like, any thoughts. I was at work. I was working.
Oh my gosh.
I was working, and I didn't think about anything else. I was just completely into the process, and after the session, I felt so great. Honestly, it's like my therapy, honestly, because when I see, especially when you're going through breakup or something, and you see people who are in love, you're just like, wow, this exists. It's such a great thing, you know? Yeah, of course. And it's just every time it just reminds me how beautiful it is when you're finding the right person. And I'm telling my clients, like, you're so lucky to find each other because it's such a precious thing to find someone who loves you and who cares about you. Just hold to that because, like, it's the most important thing, honestly. If you don't have, like, people around you who loves you and who you love too, like, what's the reason of everything, you know?
Money. A Ferrari.
Ferrari.
But a
love?
FX3. Oh wait, what do you shoot?
Canon EOS
C300. Canon 5D Mark 5. I don't know. There are a lot of things to be happy for. I'm just like.
Yes. But on the top of that
Yes.
is love.
Love is everything.
Love is everything.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
I love romanticizing. Romanticizing?
You
Is
love
it-
romanticizing? Whoa.
things, like, and life in general. Just seeing love everywhere, it's a good habit and it's something that you can exercise. I think it's something that every person should do because there's so much pain and so many horrible things that happening in the world, and it's really easy to focus on the bad things and being like angry at everyone and being sad and have all these emotions, but it's really hard to find like this like strength to feel love when around around you is such a like chaotic world. And you need to exercise. You need to start romanticizing small things in your life. And after that, you will not be focused on the bad things anymore, such as breakups, like world situations. Like, I'm not gonna like sell specific situations, but it's really important to focus on the good things because it's really easy to focus on the bad things.
I just want to say, when things get tough on your end, Annika, I know you get the love from the other people, but I want you to just don't forget when things get tough, you do deserve some love for yourself too, okay?
Oh yes.
Okay, just try not to
I
forget
know
that
that
shit.
now. I'm filled with love, honestly, and I'm so
Okay,
happy.
good.
I have people around me, and I'm
Good.
so grateful for these people. They help me to go through my highs and lows, and it's just great to have these people. Every day I'm thinking how grateful I am to have people around me that I love you. I love you. I said hello.
Hey, first of all, we're moving too fast here. Relax. First of all,
People that I love and people that loves me.
We're moving too fast here, Tiger. Whoa, slow down. Slow the
I have a
fuck down.
boyfriend.
I'm getting stressed now. This is my stress clicker. Relax.
Okay, English is my second language.
Yeah, you're doing great actually. But okay, unfortunately, we're almost out of time. I'm sorry, guys. Now, what's next for Annika Do?
Next is more art sessions. I would say not less commercial. I would say still shooting with couples, weddings.
Okay.
Small families probably too. And I want to work with brands.
Press?
Like brands.
Okay.
Yeah. Press maybe too. I don't know. But brands for sure.
Yeah.
Small brands, big brands. Of course, in the future, that would be great too.
Okay.
Just put my vision into some brands. It would be great. And I think to experiment more and try. I would try different styles too. Like, I want to try to work more with like with the softbox, for example. Like, I don't work with like external lights at all. Yeah, I work only with natural lights mostly. Like 99% of the time, it's natural light.
They
All
look
what
so
you
good.
see, yeah, all what you see in my profiles, it's all natural light, no external light.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yes, and I think that would be great to make more art sessions, like create projects, like with my vision, like not just, for example, what my client wants. It's more my vision with my I don't know, outfits with my idea, like with some message into this project, inside this project. So I think that's what I want, more sessions like that. Just create more projects probably, because I love to style my sessions, like to put the message into the sessions and just create beautiful art.
That's so beautiful.
Oh.
Well, actually, so going forward, what is the one thing that you could say to yourself from a long time ago that where you are now? What's one thing you wish you could say now to the little girl that was finding her way from jumping from one group to another, going through all of that? What is one thing that you're so proud to say now that you could say to that little girl?
Focus on what you want. Don't doubt yourself, because there's always gonna be people who's better than you.
Okay.
And by comparing, you're not doing better for yourself. And you will always do what you love because you know what you want, even if you think that you don't. Because I had this thing that I didn't know what I want for a while. And besides photography, right? And I ended up being a photographer. I ended up here doing pictures and being like full-time photographer, which is great. And just don't doubt yourself. You're great, and don't stop. Be sure of what you're doing and do everything with love. Yeah.
I don't think you're a photographer anymore. I think you're someone who, I think there is a reason why you assimilate yourself with so many people. I think you're like a beacon of they're the message. You're there to literally autograph, take every part of their moment. You're there to tell their story, to remind them that love is around at every round corner. What am I trying to say? Love is around the corner. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
I think you found the person that you are now. I think you're getting close to who you are supposed to be, and I think you're on the right path. You're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you for having me here. Honestly, it's my first experience with podcasts. And you're the first one. But I was honestly even thinking when you texted me, I was just, okay, yeah, that's an amazing opportunity. And old me, like my first thought, this first initial thought was like, should I do that? Like,
really?
I've never done it before, because we were even talking together when we met. And
Yeah.
I was just like, are you sure you want me there? Because I'm not a big of a talker in front of the camera. And again, I started just right now, for example, with someone, in such an interesting set, like your office. And it's a new level for me. And it's like, it opened the gate. And this action leads me to win. You know what I mean right now? That's what I, after this thought, wait, should I do that or not? I was just like, hell yeah, I'll do that. Like, why shouldn't I, right? What's stopping me? Why I shouldn't do that? And the thing is, I wanted to start YouTube channel for such a long time, since I was 13 years old. Never done it.
No way.
Yes, I know. I regret. And everyone was telling me you should start your YouTube channel. You have so many things going in your life. You should tell people around about that. But it's a long story. We'll talk about that in the second part probably. But I would start YouTube channel for sure.
Annika, you got it. Okay. You're already telling so many stories for other people. It's time for you to do it for your own story too. Okay?
Yeah.
There's room for you. Amongst other.
I love it. There's room for you. I love this stuff.
It's true.
Yeah.
So please do it.
Yeah.
Borrow my lights if you need to. Take not my cameras. I those are my babies. But everything else you could take.
Okay.
Start it. I think you're right. Having the right people that you're surrounding yourself with that inspire you to that is so inspiring. To hear that you wanted to do it, but now having some certain experiences that now open your eyes to the possibility of doing that. Yeah. That's love right there, y'all. Hell yeah. Okay, so any last words before we all depart and never see each other again for almost a year? That sounds great. Okay, great.
Last thoughts.
Huh?
You said last thoughts?
Any last words you
Last
want to give
words?
to everyone that you never got a chance to say throughout this conversation?
Love is everywhere.
Love is everywhere.
I already
Okay.
said that, and it's true. And like I said, what I would tell myself,
Yes.
younger self, I would tell to everyone who's just starting or who's working already as a full-time photographer, just be open to the world, and world opens to you back.
The world is your oyster. Grab it by its balls and own that shit.
Put yourself there, like
Yeah.
in the social medias, because it's such an important thing that I don't do right now.
Okay.
But I will do that. Like I promised myself right now on the video camera, like I'm telling you now.
Oh.
And if I will not do that, just go and write a really nasty comment under my pictures.
June 17, Annika, when you're watching this, it's June 17, 7:57, Monday, 2024. Future Annika, hopefully you have achieved that goal of doing social media. Hi, this is us talking to you.
Yes. I hope you have YouTube channel or at least TikTok where you're posting about your life or something about photography life. Yeah, just put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. And yeah, I think the world's going to treat you well, even if you're afraid of it.
The world's gonna eat you up and spit you out, make you become the person that you need to be. See?
Yes, that's
Mean, lovey. That's what you're gonna
Bad
get.
cop, good cop.
Yes, bad cop, good cop. Where can people find you?
On Instagram, annikado.ph, and you're Annika, double N. Yeah, pretty much. That's it. Find me there if you'll have any questions.
website.
Yeah, thank you. My website. It's annikado.com. That's it.
Oh, very simple.
It's really simple. Yeah, you'll find me there. Yeah, I'm open to any conversations, any collaborations. I love to collaborate with other artists. And if any of you have great thoughts or you want to create something together, just hit me up.
Guys, she's also booking for 2024 and 2025 according to her website. So book now. Limited seatings only. Yeah. There's a lot of millions of you couples out there, but there's only one Annika, so book now. That is it for this episode. We'll see her in the next part 2, right, Annika?
Yeah, I'll see you next time.
And we'll be talking about the progress on YouTube as well as the business and marketing and all of that. Stay tuned for the part 2. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on my YouTube, blah, 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 blah. All in the description. I really hate call outs. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And that is it. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bad
you.
cop. I'm not done talking yet. This conversation is now over. We'll see you in the next episode. Please continue what you're going to say.
Bye, guys. Thank you for listening. And please leave 5-star reviews or anything to support this beautiful podcast by Kino and... sorry, again, what's your full name?
Kenneth Paul Manuel.
Kenneth Paul Manuel. Oh, wow. I'm saying it's fairy tale. Yeah, please support this beautiful, amazing podcast. And there is a lot of meanings. And let's help a lot of people with this podcast.
That means a lot. Chubba Chub, sponsor this. And we are out.